Hello, 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 lovelies. I think my mouse is going dead. Hey, have you ever seen that movie, Sling Blade? Yeah, uh-huh. Well, there was this caller that called into a I Ain't Got a Clue channel. Leave it at that. Drop it at the door. Just saying. And they talk like the guy on Sling Blade. And they were like acting as though they knew very little about the case, but why pick on the Proudfoots? And they didn't know how to work the internet. It was, it was dramatically bizarre. It's been alleged that Chris Proudfoot is the one that did that. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but if that is true, you guys, it made me feel really creep the hell out. Like, that another movie that came to mind. What is it called with the clown? Oh, I know. Pennywise. Everything floats down here. Beep, beep, Richie. Creepy. Sling Blade. We know what the movie's about. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Everybody's favorite voice on the YouTube streets. This is Mama D coming at ya, and I'm here for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Hang tight with me. We are going to go into letting you make your own call and voice your thoughts on the Sebastian Rogers case tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about, for the first time, I'm going to talk about the Micah Miller case. Now, I followed it from the beginning, but it's triggering to me. Just like the Gabby Petito case was very triggering. So I have to go slow on it. And so I took some time and I painted a picture, and I'll be sharing that with you tomorrow. It is about an hour and I think 10 or 15 minutes for the whole painting. And I'm going to just show part of it, or all of it. I don't know, but it's meant to be as almost like a tribute to her, because I find that her story, I feel, is going to save a lot of lives. I really pray it does. Hey, Candy Rapper 420, thank you for being 13 months. Oh, I love you too. She says, love at the 1111 family. We have an all-star panel tonight. Now, you might be watching replay. And remember, you're in control of your buttons and you can fast forward. And with that, any prank callers tonight? Sheila. You just never know, right? Yes, very Stephen King, Jenny. You're right, you're right. As hello, lovely. How are you? Jenny Troglin's here as well. And again, if you would send out some positive thoughts and prayers for her boss's daughter-in-law. It's sad. It's sad. Hope Floats. He did. I watched that show. Y'all, it was like, really freaky. It was like, I can't. There's little things in them little cans that are in that lid. I ain't got no internet. What about that boy? That boy. It was creepy. I was like, It freaked me out a little bit. Like, it's the stuff that you could put, like, and play over the speaker in a haunted house. I was so creeped out. It's like it almost felt mentally ill. And I don't mean like as a jibe. I mean like it had an off vibe to it. Hey, Angel of Light, you say, Mama D, wait till you hear about the cabin. What? Angel of Light, Mama D, wait till you hear about the cadaver dogs being told to leave. OMG. Well, start typing or call me, right? We're going to be calling. You can call in, okay? Hey, Zanany, you say, show some love on the way in. Hit that like for the beautiful chatterers. Yeah, you just never know who's going to be our guest tonight. Let's get that all set up for you guys. We're going to jump right in. It'll take me just a minute to switch over the equipment, but I am very excited to hear your voice tonight. And it takes a little bit for YouTube to catch up. Okay, I got everything loaded. Lock and loaded. I am off put. Like, I'm off put because I feel like a lot of the air got sucked out of my hope balloon when we found out that allegedly, the Ellie has stated that was not Sebastian. I privated the video that showed the other child's face out of respect because I do not want to dox a child. I only had one video and I made it very small just in case. But still, little air out of my lungs there. And then, of course, tomorrow is Harmony Montgomery's father's sentencing. And we do not have that child's body to lay to rest in grace. So I'm a little on the whoa, not going to fake a high vibe when I ain't feeling it. I've been like you, sucked back by the 911 call of Micah Miller. That was astonishing. I don't know what to say. So it all hit with a big bang, and I think we're all feeling that heavy weight. And I think the best way to get our emotions unclogged is to allow a call in, right? And be able to vent. So I encourage you, let me switch you over to be my guest at 715-965-8617. Again, if you are international, you'll dial a 1-715-965-8617. Again, international is with a 1-715-965-8617. Yes, Penny Nash, let me tell you a little bit about little Miss Harmony Montgomery. She was a precious little girl. Unfortunately, her parents had very, very bad habits. So she was put into foster care. And she had a happy home. And the foster parents loved her. But the courts in Massachusetts screwed up. And when the father, the biological sperm donor, decided to want to reclaim this child and fight in the courts, even though he had very bad criminal record, like absurdly bad, somehow he was awarded custody of little Harmony. Now, her daddy had remarried to a lady named Kayla. And between the two of them, I'll just let you know that their little life of hell ended up in a car where Adam Montgomery took the life of Harmony Montgomery through his fists. And then didn't report her missing. 2 years later, we all learned that her child went missing. We're so far behind it. Like, it's already over a year. Well over a year. We don't even know. Nobody knows this child's missing. By the time they got on the case, they were only able to find enough biological material in the places that they suspected she had been stored. The stepmother, turned state's evidence, or state's witness, I should say, against this father. And even though she had been part of the process, she basically left unscathed. And tomorrow, Adam Montgomery gets sentenced. So I have a lot of anger right now because I personally felt very close to Harmony. I still do through all my work. And it breaks me down. I've been trying to be a big girl, trying to be strong, but it's like all this true crime is so real. We know it's real. And when you think of these children, worse than discarded. I realized we are living in hell. And we have to bring the light to hell and gather our loving brothers and sisters that are trying to save all the little kids and all these missing people from the pits of hell. Now, I'm not a religious person. I am spiritual. I do believe that the universe is aware. And I believe we are too. And I believe it's all about the kids. If we can save our kids, we can save our future. And we've got to do better. I don't care how hard it is for me to listen to Adam Montgomery tomorrow. If he even shows. I hope it's mandatory. I've stayed away from it. I just know he's being sentenced. I am going to force myself to listen to it. Even though it triggers me and I want to claw his eyes out. It just leaves me breathlessly sad, y'all. Y'all, I think that we are seeing what's been going on for years, decades, centuries. Think of all the children gathered during times that you've heard of in your history from, mental institutions and places. And I think it's just now that it's being talked about. And it's being brought to the light for us to have to face and see what we can do to change it. Now, when it comes to Sebastian Rogers, think about when you were 15 years old. Now take off 5 years. And that's because a lot of the times an autistic child is slower to mature socially, even though they might be brilliant at math, like above anybody in their class, brilliant. Their emotional uniqueness is independent of each child. Like it is that child's fingerprint, how they emotionally interact. And so when it comes to Sebastian, he went missing on February 25th was the last time anybody ever saw him alive that I know of. But if you go look at the TBI poster, they're alleging on there last seen on the 26th, which would be Monday. There was a little thing out there, you guys, that was about the bus. Did you guys see that? So Sebastian's bus allegedly would have arrived at 6:11 a.m. But we all know that Katie claims to have woke him up at 6 o'clock. And there was a lot of people drawing conclusions. And I'm thinking to myself, one of two things. Either Sebastian rode on a special bus because of the fact that he was special needs, which is something I'm very familiar with. Which means it probably came later because they do not expect you to hurry with a disabled child. They give you more time. Number two, if that isn't the case, is it possible that Katie was driving him to school on a normal basis? I don't know. But that's why I didn't jump to anything on that. Chloe says, Mama D, if you want to save videos on YouTube, get YouTube Premium and you can do that. Save videos. I do have YouTube Premium, lovely. What do you mean, save videos? Oh, I could save them for my own rewatch, Chloe. I wasn't talking that. I meant like on the other channel. But it isn't meant to be. I always follow my guide. And I'm been really feeling solid about what direction to go in. So you'll just have to wait and see. Hey, Gemma, welcome back, lovely. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. You see, according to the polygrapher, Seth believes Katie overdosed Sebastian. That's his theory. Oh, I had not heard that. I did hear on Nancy Grace today that Seth did pass his polygraph. I wish you guys would like tell me where you hear this stuff. So, creating a homestead in Colorado is making the claim that Katie was supposedly caught on a cam at a store at 5:48 a.m. I think we would have heard more about that, wouldn't we? Unless I'm just way far behind in the news. But there's so many rumors out there at this point. As says, I was just going to ask if she drove him to school. See, that's what I would think. So I don't see anything with the bus thing where 611 would even be a thing. Because I do not think that Sebastian would probably ride the bus that everybody else did. Hey, Deli Jones, what is 5WDZC CBC BBCCCC mean? Maybe the cat has her phone. All right, you guys give me a call, 715-965-8617. Did I have the volume up and people been calling? Hold on, y'all. Let me double check this. Make sure that if somebody wants to call in that they can. I think I got it on. Let me turn it down. Yeah, I have it on. Good, good. Yeah, if you hear about something like that, tell us where you heard it from so that we can go do our own research. I always say do your own research and, form your own opinion. But if you hear something like that, I'd love to know where you heard it. Otherwise, it is absolutely unfounded in my book. On the community notes of Justice for Justice. Oh, I'll have to check that. There you go. Now we can go look. We have our first guest tonight. Hello, hello. How are you today? Hello.
Yes, hi, can you hear me? I just had to shut down my other thing.
Oh, absolutely. We can hear you. Thank you for calling in. Who are we speaking with tonight?
Ruby?
Hi, Ruby. How are you?
Well, okay, so I just jumped in, but I was watching something from yesterday about this case,
Okay.
and something that really stuck out in my head. Um, it might have been yesterday afternoon. It might have been your channel, I'm not sure. You're that great caller. Remember that great caller?
What
But
kind of a
anyway,
caller?
well, you have a lot of great callers. Yeah,
Oh, I
sorry.
got you.
But there was something that really stuck out with me when I was watching the interview with Chris Proudfoot, and he said something that hasn't got out of my brain. He
Okay,
said,
wait. Hold on just a minute. Ruby, what interview was it so that we can listen to it too?
well, I'm not sure. It was yesterday afternoon. It was before you were doing your evening thing. But
Okay.
he said something. He said, um, very, it's so unsettling. I'm so sorry. But he said something. He said, it turns out we think the police, he was talking like they were working with the police, think that he outsmarted us or outwitted us. And this is going to be something that's going to go down in the books for them
Oh, yes,
to,
I have that. Hold on, we'll get that real quick. I'll play it. And then you can make your comment. That way they can hear what you're talking about. So I've got that. Let
yeah,
me.
I can't watch and listen at the same time, but it was just something that was so chilling to me because he was saying that he outsmarted everybody, right? Like this poor kid, he didn't outsmart anybody, right? It was like him saying that he outsmarted. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chris Proudfoot thinks that he outsmarted everybody. And it just gave me chills down my spine. It made me sick to my stomach. And then the whole thing with, you had a great conversation with somebody talking about, like, okay, I'm new to this case, but the thing about him sleeping in the garage when it was like 40-something degrees, and maybe he started the car, and there was a thud, and this and that, and the other thing.
Annie. Yeah, that was Annie.
She was cool. The
Yeah.
one with like kids that she had to like go and take care of. Yeah, she was cool. She had like really great ideas. But I just wanted to call in real quick and just say that one thing stuck out to me like a thumbtack. Like a thumbtack.
Well, I
where he
got
said-
it. You want me to play it, Ruby? I have it ready.
Where he says that
Yeah.
Sebastian outsmarted everybody.
Yep. I have it ready. Okay. Here we go.
I mean, okay.
You might not
I
hear it
won't
as
keep
much
y'all
as
on
they
here
will,
all
but
night, but
I'll
I
let you
want to
know.
ask you, like, how
Let me
did
skip ahead.
Okay, and I'm
There
saying
we
this
go.
very openly as far as, playing devil's advocate. Let's say one of has
Okay.
managed to outdo everybody.
here
Call
it
him
is.
Houdini. He always wanted to be a ninja, and we kept goofing around. Well, he has officially done it because, poof, nothing. And it's, the cops have told us this is a case that will go down as a researched study case where they're asking the questions and looking for answers, and literally nothing. Everything they try to come up with,
That's crazy.
blank.
Yep.
Yeah, I had my other device turned off, so I couldn't hear what you were playing. But I already
You know though. But now they know what you were talking about. How could this go down in history? I mean,
It literally hit my thumb like a thumbtack. Okay, it was like this guy is actually speaking like he's the smartest guy. Like, oh, it's good in history. Like da 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 da. He outsmarted all of us. He's talking about himself. He's not talking about Sebastian. He's talking about himself, and he's sick. He's a fucking sicko.
Oh,
I'm gonna
watch
right now.
watch
I'm
the
gonna watch your
language,
show.
sweetheart.
I'm gonna watch your show. I'm gonna hang up this and
Okay.
watch your show. You're brilliant. I love your
Oh,
show.
I think you're brilliant. I think you made a great point, Ruby. I think it takes all of us to really be strong enough to keep bringing the light to it. I mean,
And then real quick, before I hang up,
Yeah.
I remember seeing something about somebody saying like, why haven't they been arrested yet? I think that the cops know exactly what happened, and I think the cops are just waiting to get all the information to make a prosecutor's case solid. So there's no you know what I'm talking about. I think
yeah. LE, right?
Yeah, law
Yeah.
enforcement. Yeah. I
Or
think they're-
LE. We have
Exactly what happened.
YouTube here, and so we have to speak in code because the algorithm, when it picks up on
sorry.
certain words, like so you'll say LE and things because that way it won't freak out
But
on us.
anyway, real quick before I go, I
Sure.
just want to say I love your show. I love your callers, and I think you're great, and you're doing a great job, and it's so
Thank
important.
you.
And I hope that I literally hope that these people are watching and sweating because it's not okay to do what they did. And we all know what happened, right? We don't exactly know what happened, but we pretty much know, But anyway, love you and your show and your people and your followers. And I'm going to hang up now and I'm going to go back to my other device and watch that.
Well,
Thank you.
I absolutely adore you, Ruby. Thank you so much for calling. We all enjoyed it, and I hope you'll return to us again and call again.
All right, love you. All right.
Love you.
all.
Bye,
All
hon.
right, love you. Bye.
What a sweetheart. Yeah, you guys, if you do call in, just remember the algorithm, kind of red flags, a lot of swearing, or anytime we want to talk about law enforcement, just say LE. It'll just make it easier. You know what I'm saying? But now we know the phone's working good for the night. So call us at 715-965-8617. If you are overseas, just dial a 1. Molly Girl says, I don't think they are doing anything with this case. This is TBI we're talking about. They didn't solve Sumner case. Whew. You're not alone on that feeling. Gemma says, Chris P. is being protected by Ellie, in my opinion, because of money that they have invested or paid off. I hope I'm wrong, and Ellie is pretending to have their back. We are gathering all to have a solid case. I hope, but I'm very disturbed by that fake caller. I'm very disturbed how they sounded, how they behaved, how they would be comfortable with that kind of behavior, knowing that so many of us are going to know exactly who it was. I'm going to put my headset back on. That way you get my full sound. Janine Stewart says, no, it was Chris's mom. Kathy caught on cam. Who's Kathy? And was with Katie before Ellie arrived. See, we've never heard like anybody showing this footage. We don't have anything that backs us up. And I can't say that. I can't say that this is new info. I can say we've heard, right? I can say in my opinion, but for you to say no, that you know it more, I can't because what you're sharing is basically there's nothing that I can back it up. Okay, I'm going to read it. And I'm going to say in my opinion. So Janine Stewart, in my opinion, says it was Chris's mom, Kathy caught on cam, and was with Katie before Ellie arrived. Listen to question on crime shocking. New witness calls in to give new info on Sebastian Rogers. TBI knows. So when people call in to a YouTube, more than likely, if it's real evidence, they're not going to call you. Because if they are a true witness like that, TBI is going to tell them to close their mouth. Yep. So if somebody calls in, I'm just telling you now because you need to learn to discern. If somebody calls in and they're like, yeah, I already told TBI and I'm going to tell you and it is absolutely for sure, I have footage of Sebastian Rogers, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? TBI would have told them to be quiet until they had that kid in their hands. I'm just saying, that's the truth. Hello, you are on the air.
Sure.
Can you turn that down a little in the background, please? Oh, hello? Well, I don't know what happened there, but the person turned me down. I said they were on the air and they hung up. Our whip, Kathy was at the house with KP when Seth arrived. That is true. I would like to know, y'all, if she's hysterical. I heard this somewhere. I don't know if it was a poster, somebody commenting, but you know, I get a lot of information all day. I try to retain some of it. So I'm repeating something I heard today. Now, I don't have a source for it, but it's a good question. The question is, if Katie is on the phone, you know, three-waying the police department and all upset, talking to Chris, how did the mama know to be there by the time the cops got there that quick? If the cops were there, like they said, like instantaneous, how did the Chris's mother know to be there? That's throwing me. Whoops. It just totally... I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I gotta check and see if we're still live, you guys. It like flashed weird and it kicked me off my live. So hold on just a jip. I've been having problems with YouTube. Like getting it to work during my live. Okay. We're gonna try it one more time. No? It literally looks like I got kicked off the live and I wouldn't know why. Okay, I'm back. So, everybody got kicked off, but here we are. It booted us. Oh, awesome. The caller is calling back. Hello? Hello? Thank you for calling 1111 True Crime.
Oh, everybody got kicked off. But here we are.
Hello? And they hung up. It is a prank call night. It's a prank call night. Why is it doing that every time, you guys? Maybe we're being, maybe we're sharing some sensitive information. I agree, Valentina. I'll leave it at that. It shut us down because we exposed the corruption. Our whip says, Chris, P.S. sister Melissa, works at the clerk of court, so I think she called Mama and told her. Oh, I heard she worked for Adidas. I could be wrong, though. Hey, Boss Micah. It did it when I called in last week, she says. He's here. Who's here? Can I replay CP's call again? I missed it. No, I didn't play it. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not giving him the time or the air. It's sick. I'm not gonna play his call where he act like Sling Blade. No. That was me making that noise. That was me saying, he sounds like, put the little tuna in the can, put the lid on, rah, 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 Sling Blade. That is weird, isn't it? That we all got kicked, like everybody got kicked out. Prank caller number 1. Yeah, the fact that he is so determined to continue this, I can't stand this case. I just want the kid found. That's where I'm at. I literally can't stand this case. After listening to that clown, I can't take it much longer. Can you imagine how Sebastian felt? If I can't even handle it. I've been through how many cases? And, I've dealt with Adam Montgomery, right? All right, let's get this caller on the air. Hello, caller. Thank you for calling 1111 True Crime. You are on the air. Can you hear?
Into that clown. Hello?
Hello. Can you turn us down in the background, please?
Yeah, I don't have you on. I
don't?
shut you up.
Okay,
No,
right. Hi.
Hi, honey. It's Mo. How
Hey,
are
Mo. How have you been?
Good. I didn't get a thing that you were on.
A notification?
Yeah.
That's okay.
But anyway, I got the end of it as far as the phone call, and I'm wondering if I don't even want to hear it because I heard it once, and he makes me sick, and I think he's a sick person, and I hope are the FBI looking in this case?
I don't know. I'm out of the loop. I took the day off because after that call, and then it was right after I heard, I can't remember the order, but I heard that call where he did the whole Sling Blade imitation crap, which is freaky. That creeped me out like Pennywise the Clown, and I was off put by it to the point I was like, I'm not even going to do a live tonight. Then I was like, wait a minute. If I'm this distraught and it made me that woozy, others may need to vent. And so I thought, all right, I'm going to get my phone out there for everybody. But then I also have been following the Micah Miller case, and I haven't been doing it publicly because I kind of suspected that this was going to go a certain way. And now I wanted to just see all the details first. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm feeling the whole ballow, the daybell. I'm feeling it.
Well, something's very wrong.
Very wrong. Very, very wrong over there. So I painted a picture to work my way through the energy, and I'm going to share that tomorrow. But how have you been, Mo?
I'm okay, hanging in there. You
Good,
know,
good.
health-wise, I'm not doing that well, but I mean,
Got to
can't
do what you got to
complain.
do, right?
That's
So
right.
when it came to that call, the sling blade imitation, and we don't know 100% it was Chris. I mean, it is the internet, but let's just say, allegedly it was Chris P. What did you feel? What were you thinking when you were listening to it?
That he was a sick person. You can kind of tell, and plus they have that thing, like you can tell the voice, like if they got his real voice and compare it, you can't. So if it was the FBI, or if they're looking into this ever since that they thought there was a picture of Sebastian. I knew it wasn't for some reason. It just I don't know. It was a gut instinct. I just didn't think it was, but it was like, you know how they say everybody has a twin.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of like that. But they have the technology that they can tell if they wanted to, if it was him, and it's just sick to me. He's a sick man, and I can't even imagine somebody doing that.
Hey, Davey.
And her,
yeah,
and
yeah.
her,
Go ahead, Mo. Sorry.
the wife, who, I mean, she's like a Stepford wife. I understand that, but you know what? This is her child.
Oh my God, you nailed it. Yeah, you nailed it. Now, Davy Jones online here with us says, I think it indicates he is starting to buckle under the pressure. You know, narcissists appear strong, but are weak.
Yes. Oh yeah, he hates women, obviously, and I don't know what happened to him, but I think maybe he's getting phone calls, or they're calling him in to question him. We wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think he likes everybody in his business. You know what I mean? And it's
we know that.
I don't understand Sebastian's father. You know, because I feel bad, but I did read, you know, about his, I don't know if that happened or not, allegedly, but that why Katie didn't want him with Sebastian.
Oh, in the divorce decree?
Yes, but then I think, why would, you know, it's
the courts wouldn't have given the father 50% custody,
right,
if the child was in danger in any way.
Yes, and Sebastian wouldn't want to live with them.
Right.
You know, and he would have to be under supervision.
Right. Well, I just really
husband.
I really want to understand where he was last for real. Like, was he last seen at that restaurant and that's all we got to go on?
Well, I mean, the neighbors now, I've been hearing a lot of the neighbors saying that they're coming out now, about time, and saying that, you know, they've heard yelling. They said that Sebastian, there was a mattress in the garage, and he was asked somebody gave me the bed and the mattress afterwards. No, that's been in there.
Right.
So, I mean, he's getting caught in his own lies.
See, and I do wonder about the fact that he had told Nancy Grace that someone gave me a bed, because that way it can be used. It's not going to be suspicious. If he had said, I bought a new bed, okay, that'd be completely different. But he said, someone gave me a bed. So, you know, that way if there's a bed in the garage, if Sebastian's not there to tell you, you can be like, oh, yeah, a friend of ours gave that to us. We just didn't know how to say no.
They said the neighbors were saying a mattress. They didn't say a bed with a mattress on it. They said it was just a mattress on the floor.
Yeah, that's what the neighbor said. And, you know, if it's in the garage, and the door opens, they could see in there if the car is removed, most likely.
Right.
Right. So I think he's starting to. I think it's going to come out. I think it's going to be solved. I really do, and I think he's the one who's going to put his foot in his mouth. And Katie also. You know, that 3-hour phone call is
Yeah.
what. And can't they detect if you're on the phone talking? Can't they call the
I don't know.
get your
We need Cy Paging Cy. Please, aisle 7. We need you on the Sebastian case. You know who Cy is, right?
I think they can. I think they can. I know they can do text messages, but I also think that they can do
I know they can do movement.
phone calls. Yeah, because the things that ping. But the phone calls itself, they can actually get what me and you were saying right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So I don't know. That's what I mean. There's things behind the scenes. I think that because that's why nobody's talking as far as law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that's why.
I don't know.
Because it seems like nothing's being done. I know there has to be.
A lot of people were like asking, the question, why would the neighbors wait till now to talk up? Well,
I think they were afraid of them.
Well, and now they've kind of moved out of the area. The Proud Beat.
Right. Plus, it's for sale.
I'm saying now they're free of them. They're opening up, is my humble opinion.
Yeah. Well, plus he's the type that there'd be. I mean, he's the type of person that whether he's moved out of there or not, they'd be afraid because of the way he was to his wife. I'm sure they saw things to Katie and to his stepson. He was a bully. He's a bully, and that's just the way they are.
Your opinion, yeah. And I respect your opinion. I have that same opinion, Mo. You know that? We have the same opinion. Isn't that weird?
No.
It's because of what he's shown.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, sweetheart, you have a good evening.
Thank you, Mo.
Hopefully, when are you going to be on again? So I
don't know. I just jump on,
Okay.
I go by the seat of my pants if there's something to talk about. I almost didn't go on tonight just because I was feeling down and out, with everything. But like I said, when I'm on a low vibe, you guys always cheer me up. And you always give me hope that there's going to be some truth and justice. So.
Oh, there is going to be.
I pray.
Definitely.
I really pray.
That's why I think nobody has heard anything. Not even updates.
Nothing. It's just dead quiet.
And that's why I think it is. That's my...
We did get an update. That's not true. I guess we did. We got the update. Excuse me. Right.
That
Let me grab a drink.
They probably wanted to let people know that, no, it wasn't him because... Yeah.
To protect that other child, right?
Yes. So...
I see Nancy Grace is kind of slow on the draw on that.
Yeah. Well, sweetheart, we'll find out. I give it a month, if that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to all collapse on them. I mean,
Well,
who wants to sell their house when their child is missing?
Who wouldn't go to the vigil of their own child?
Right. But I could never leave my house if somebody,
Wouldn't you always wonder? Like,
Yeah.
you could be anywhere and you'd be like, what
Yeah.
if he's at the door right now wondering where I am and why I'm not there?
Right.
Forever that would
Yeah.
echo in your heart, right?
Yep. So nothing makes sense, and I believe that they are definitely involved.
I do
And
too.
I don't think I'm the only one who, in my opinion,
In my opinion, too.
yes,
I do feel that
yes,
they are
ma'am.
involved. After listening to that call, I still can't say it's him because I haven't seen it from my own eyes where he acknowledged that's him. I can only say allegedly it's him. But if that is him, I absolutely have no doubt in my mind that he is certifiably crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
Like
I think
loony
that's why the
bin.
neighbors didn't want to say anything,
Jeez.
because they were all afraid of him. They all knew something was wrong, but they knew the type of person he was. You get a feeling with people like him
Hmm.
that they're not right.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, sweetheart.
Well,
I will let
thank
you
you.
go, and you keep the faith, sweetie.
I'm going to do my very best. I love you, Mo.
Okay. Hopefully, I'll be talking to you soon.
Sounds good, hun. Thank you for
Okay.
calling.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, hun. That was our sweet Mo. That's 2 or 3 times she's called. I always enjoy that call with her. She is a dear heart, and she only wants what's best for these kids. But when you smell a rat, it's not hard to tell where their little nest is. Follow the breadcrumbs, and she shared her opinion, and I appreciate her opinion. Ruby Slippers, well, who has a kid sleeping in a garage and multiple visits from CPS? I agree, Ruby. What is that? Whom? Okay, so Xanane says, who organized the vigil Katie didn't go to? I don't know. I think community. I couldn't tell you, though. Truth Press, worse was Sebastian asking other kids, did your parents want to throw them away? I've heard that a lot from people on the rumors on the street, People have stated that their kids came home from school and said stuff like that. Jillian says, I agree, but I also, with Lady D, let's go up and see what Lady D said, so we get the whole shebang. It's coming, love, it's coming. Okay. Andrea Lynn Jones says, and remember, Sebastian was also found under the neighbor's car. Nothing was done from CPS. A lot of people don't want to hear what I have to say on this. You don't. But our mental health facilities are so plagued and overrun, they don't even have beds for people that desperately need mental health. We don't have even a quarter of the help that we need in workers. And we have less bed facilities. And I have worked for Head Start and other places in the mental health facility as well. And I absolutely know, let me put it this way, it is considered the last resort to Section 8 someone, or to code them out as a mental order, to where you have to say something happened here with this kid. So when CPS responds to a home where there's mental disorders, even autism is considered, a mental disorder in a sense. CPS plays with kid gloves a lot when they should take a firmer role, in my opinion, to make sure that the child is not being abused. But that's part of the problem. When you see these kids that the parents aren't tending to properly, you want to take them away and you want to give them to a better place so bad. But sometimes the system won't let you. And that's when I had to quit. When they wouldn't take away a little boy, and I've seen him hit several times. Well, I didn't see the man hitting, but he showed up all bruised up, and he was 3 years old, and I lost my mind. I literally had to get out of the job because I was ready to lose my mind on a parent that had struck the child. And I knew I could not control my temper and work that job. I couldn't. Ruby Slipper says, if people are going through something, a child they need help with, please call for help before it comes to this point. Let me get my headset back on until we get another call. That way y'all can hear me a little better. I don't care who organized the vigil. You say, so we all judge, but don't know who organized the vigil she didn't go to. She's not gone to any vigils. Katie has not gone to one vigil. Katie has not been seen hanging up a flyer of her son. Katie has not been seen looking for her child. Katie left the house while her child was missing and then left the state. Just saying. So I don't know who planned it, but if that's your kid and people are going to come together in the community to pray, unless you're looking for your kid at the time, I think you should take a minute to go put your prayer in. There's plenty of vigils she could have went to. That's it, David Jones. Katie's been seen, obviously sitting on a motorcycle, and that's it. Right? Gemma says, CP said the first two vigils they had LE in their house and why they weren't there. Dana Lynn says TNCPS workers don't want to take a child from a home. There are not enough foster families, and the workers are having to keep kids in the office and are spending the night there with the kids. I believe that. I have been in the medical, and I have been in Head Start. I believe that. Lori Stewart said, I could be mistaken, but I have a feeling that the Bower Sox are involved. In my opinion, Terry Bower Sox Sr. sounds like a bad actor. Who knows, right? Tanya Hansen says, nothing on their so-called bike run for Sebastian, right? Lady D says, I cried more today for Sebastian than she ever did. I know exactly what you mean. It's a frustrating case, like I said. The wind is sucked out of our sails a little bit, but we're going to do our best to remain hopeful. Thank you, Lori Stewart. Thank you, lovely, for that $3 snooper chat. I appreciate that. Debbie Jones says, and I've been hearing horror stories about CPS in the U.S. for about as long as that. Yeah. Well, I just got done sharing the Harmony Montgomery case where CPS didn't do anything. Nothing. It's heartbreaking. And it does seem like everybody got shut down quiet. Like, we aren't hearing from Seth. We aren't hearing from even his PR. We're not hearing from Chris or Katie. And it almost feels to me like they want the case to go cold because nobody's doing the work anymore to keep it out there. Gemma says, owner of a cadaver dog called into J5 Justice channel distraught crying because she was turned away and told the family she couldn't help. Hello. Welcome to 1111 True Crime. Who's on the phone with us?
Dana Lynn.
Hi, Dana Lynn. How are you, lovely?
I'm good. Long day in Nashville.
Yeah.
I just need to ask a question. Okay.
I'm getting ready to listen.
This photo ordeal is bothering me.
Okay.
Which I think the photo was taken
late February, early March, due to Tennessee and changes in the budding of the trees.
Okay.
And here's my problem with it, which I don't have a good feeling about Sebastian. I really don't. But is anybody not noticed the shoes?
I did. I looked at both of them. I compared them both.
What do you think about that?
2 different shoes completely.
Okay.
100% final answer, promise you.
Okay.
Yep, I looked
I
at them
just-
shoes. I measured. I put them through the test. They are completely different shoes. 100%.
And of course, the kid looks taller.
I don't think it's
To me.
him. I really don't. If it was him, we would have heard about it.
But that's another issue. Is this photo, why was it not put out sooner? Why did the parents,
I don't know.
everybody's heard about Sebastian.
No.
That child's parents
Dana Lovely, we cannot say that because I promise you, there are people that are in the next county over from Hendersonville that have never heard of Sebastian Rogers. Not
Oh, yeah.
everybody.
Trust me, I have come all the way. I drove 2.5 hours today. I stopped at every exit from all the way down I-40, all the way into Nashville and beyond. There is absolutely not a missing poster anywhere.
That's blowing my mind.
And I even looked for billboards. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
All these people that are supposedly hanging up flyers in the area, and on all the exits between the 2 locations, there was no flyers.
No. And today we had
You know how to
in
get
South
flyers,
State of
right, Dana
Tennessee.
Love? You know how to get flyers for when you go back to them places, how to get them up there.
I got to, because
Yeah.
we had a meeting today, and it was where I work, and it was nurses all across the whole entire state of Tennessee together today. I'm asking them, have y'all seen any flyers? No. All the way from one end of Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, all the way to Kingsport.
I'm so proud of you, Dana Lynn.
So I am going to, and we're going to have another meeting next week. I'm going to make damn posters.
Well,
I'm giving them
and
to every one of these nurses that are from south to north to east to west Tennessee.
if you want, like if you need something paid for, you have my email. Email me, and I'll send you some of the snooper chat money to put towards, the paper, the ink, and that way you got what you need.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, but I'm blessed with financially. I'm blessed. So,
Well, if
but
you
it's
need
just
it, we're
something
here.
small I can do. I've searched. I've been looking, and
I know you have.
I'm just upset about these posters.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. I'm gonna check on getting a billboard.
What did you think of his crazy butt call? I call it a butt call because it sounds like he was talking out of his butt cheek.
Look, I didn't know the house was even up for sale till tonight when I heard somebody say it.
There's rumors out there. I don't know if it's true. I haven't seen the for sale sign.
Well, I will be going into
Dana Lynn.
Hendersonville.
Dana Hun, Andrea Lynn Jones says if you have a Staples in your area, they will print missing children posters for free.
Okay.
There you
Then
go. Staples.
I'm gonna get. I don't know how many. I don't know how many I should print. I really don't. But like I said, I
Hey,
had
you could
40
always
nurses
print.
today.
You could always print enough, if they're going to do it for free, get like 250 and hand them out to the nurses to hand out to others on their way.
Yeah, that's what we talked about.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
what you're meaning.
I will
Gotcha.
print them, and So I've got nurses all over state of Tennessee that are willing to put these posters up.
I'm excited to hear that.
All right, sweetie, I'm off. I
All
just
right,
wanted
love.
to know about these shoes.
All right. Well, I did do my research on that because I was the same as you. I'm like,
I
what
knew
about
you
these
did.
shoes?
I knew you did. I didn't
Yeah.
have to go looking.
Well, when I seen that they were completely different, I thought, well, what's the point in bringing this all out? But I'm glad you did
Well,
ask.
I looked and I knew the laces were completely different,
It was the
but they were the
soles.
same brand.
Well, the bottom of the soles on one was real thin, and it had a different type of a curve, white little sole. And then you went over to the other one, and it's got a higher sole by double. And then it's wedged different for the arch, or the side of the shoe. And then that, even just the sole was completely different. And then the material was different as well. So I was
Well,
like,
honey,
all right,
you know,
these aren't.
I trust you. I've been with you,
Well, I appreciate that.
and I truly believe in what you say. You know, Mama D, I love you. I mean,
I love you
truly
too.
do.
I truly do.
So, but anyway, I'm gonna get off and give somebody else a chance.
Well, I appreciate your
And-
call in.
All right, I will let you know that I get these posters up.
All right. Well, I am greatly appreciative of you. Let's give everybody here, which is me and all our 1111s, we got almost 200 here, are saying thank you so incredibly much for following up on that. And then, yeah, just let us know the story.
Yeah, we got to get these posters out.
We sure do.
We do.
All right, love.
All right, sweetie. I'm gonna listen.
All right, love. I
Okay.
love you.
All right.
Bye, Dana Lynn.
Bye.
I love her. She has been with me forever. And she is a true heart. And she's going to work on getting those posters out like that. So, and she will reach out if she needs to. But like she told us, she's got it. That's what it takes. That's what it takes for us to find Sebastian, is ask ourselves, what is something that we can individually do in our community where we are, to get more awareness on Sebastian. And that, like that, it just happened to be a meeting, and nurses, I mean, you can't even ask for a better caring group of people to look at this child and hopefully get his name out there. All right, you guys, give me a call, 715-965-8617. And if you are calling international, 1-715-965-8617. I agree, Teresa Wood. Dana Lynn is an angel in disguise for wanting to do this. I'm so happy. That made my night. Like I told y'all always cheer me up. I can't help but be affected. I'll put the mic back on. I'm a mom just like y'all, or maybe your dad, or maybe you're just a very caring person. But I'm just like y'all. There's moments when it all feels too heavy. But coming out here and realizing that's hope in itself, getting posters out there. Dana Lynn is going to be doing that. That brightens my whole night right there. It just gives me, I just feel lighter, right? It's good. It's good. Andrea Lynn Jones agreed, nurses are amazing human beings. Well, isn't that the absolute truth? Truly, nurses deserve, they have been on the front line. They have proven that they have put themselves last. They put their clients first, their family first, God first, and they put themselves last. And in doing that, we have to treat them with grace and very, very, very much value such a beautiful soul as a nurse. What? That was the weirdest interaction I've had in this channel. I don't know what's going on. Did I miss something? I don't know. I don't know. Renita Woods. Chris says he has 7 billboards of Sebastian's on the highway from Memphis to Hendersonville. Is that true? Anybody know? Lori Blythe says a mother of this boy that looked like Sebastian has come forward. Correct. That is what we are being told. Like I said, I didn't show his face much. I tried to keep it like, I looked at it a little bit here and there, but not much. But if it was on my thumbnail, I took it down. Yeah, that's great, Cat H. Let's throw out a huge thank you to all the RNs and the retired disabled RNs as well. All the nurses, because we'd be in a world of hurt literally if we didn't have nurses. Jillian says the first 5 vigils they didn't attend due to the safety reasons. A load of rubbish. If you're worried about safety, Ellie would accompany you and your biker friends. They only have, quote, safety concerns when it suits them. Boom, Jillian. I love you, Jillian. You're speaking the truth in my opinion. Linda Hall, I cannot imagine not having missing persons posters up to find Sebastian. That irritates me the way that he may have been found or seen, and now we hear there are no posters on him in that area. Sometimes, like, I added in that area so people know what you're saying. Dana Lynn says, I traveled that road today. There's nothing. Nurses do rock, Mr. Ifs. I agree. All right, my lovelies. I'm really feeling down today, as you know. My energy is really low because I'm saddened. Tomorrow I'm going to do a memorial where I share my painting, and I share the filming of me painting a picture for Micah Miller, and I share my heart on the canvas with you. I'm in mourning over her, in grievement. I can't even do videos right now. And everybody wanted to know why I wasn't following up and doing it for the last 3-4 days or more. And I said I can't right now. I don't know. There's so much about her case that is heartbreaking that every time I think about it, I just want to cry. And I can't very well do a video while I'm bawling the whole time. Oh, thank you, Jennifer Swain. Thank you for that snooper chat, hon. I really do appreciate you. So tomorrow is going to be a day that I don't know. I don't know if it'll have sound on the video or not. I don't know if I'll be ready to talk about it or not. It's not always about, sharing the case with everybody. Micah is like Gabby Petito. Her life is going to change the planet. And her light that she still shines really bright is going to shine the light onto the truth. Once I need a day to get myself back under control. I'm going to tear into JP, and I'm not going to let go until he feels it. How dare he? When flying monkeys demonize you, target an individual that hasn't done anything wrong, it's sad. It's really sad. Micah didn't hurt nobody. Sebastian didn't hurt nobody. Summer Wells didn't hurt nobody. Harmony Montgomery never hurt a soul. Little 3-year-old and 4-year-old classic and Sincere didn't hurt nobody. I believe the heavens cried. Like I feel it, like you feel it. I think the angels are angry. I think the universe is feeling it. And I think the truth is going to come out for Sebastian, for Harmony Montgomery, for Micah Miller. It sure did for Gabby Petito. I'm not going to get on here and fake when I don't feel good. I'm not some personality where I can shut my feelings on and off for people. I love you guys so much. You guys are my rock. The truth does win into your family studios. The truth does win. Thank you for sending positive vibes, y'all. Thank you, Tara. Thank you all. Army nurse, I love her so much. I've been getting a lot of questions, will I tarot read? And I had to say no up until this morning when I woke up. But this time I'm being guided that this is more for you. Those that are feeling the need for actual guidance in their life. I'm not going to do true crime tarot. I'm going to stay with guiding you guys that need it, because there are those out there like Micah that need a helping hand. And I am authentic, and it won't be on this channel. It'll be over on the other channel, and I am now feeling the spirit guides have come back to me. So within the week, I will heal up. I will get my boots on. And then I'm going to kick some JP butt. I'm just telling y'all. Right now, I'm in grieving. For Micah. For Sebastian. For Harmony. But when the phoenix rises from the ashes, it always comes back super strong. I love you all. And I always will, because you guys are amazing. I thank you for your support. I thank you for your love, your kindness. Be generous to yourself, too. I appreciate all your generosity to me and our 1111 family. I truly do. You guys are incredible. But the one thing I appreciate is you treating yourself right. Treat yourself kind. If others treat you bad, get away from them. Leave them in the dust. They're just another human being. There's plenty of them out there. You don't need the ones that are going to treat you like crap. You really don't. You got the rest of us that got your back. And will always have your back. I love you all so much. And I will talk to you again. I hope you will join me tomorrow. We're going to come together. And I'm just going to share what I share. All devoted toward Micah Miller. Love you guys. To the moon and back. Always. Truth train coming through.